Hello, survivors. I've got 3 things that are characteristic of people who have survived or are surviving a narcissistic abusive relationship. Let's start with the third thing. The third thing is they tend to apologize for things that they're not guilty of doing. Apologizing just for the sake of apologizing. It could mean saying I'm sorry to a person who has hurt them. It could be saying I'm sorry to a stranger just because they're so used to saying I'm sorry and feeling guilty about things that they have no control over. Number 2, someone who has been in a narcissistic relationship will tend to ruminate, which means they think about it all the time. They think of, how could this have happened to me? What could I have done differently? They go over it in their head, and that rumination can cause them to not sleep. It can cause them to have severe depression, which can cause their body to be ill. It can cause their gut to be ill. It can cause diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis. It can cause them to have autoimmune illnesses. It can cause them to feel as though they can't even get out of bed sometimes. So that's the second thing. The number one thing that happens with people who have narcissistic abuse occur in their life is they are always on edge about trusting someone or having another relationship. They'd rather be in that bad relationship because it's familiar to them, or have no relationship because they can't trust themselves, because it's their fault in their mind, and they have to learn to forgive themselves for being in that relationship and staying in that relationship and even loving that person who did not love them or value them. That's like the number one thing that happens, is they don't trust themselves because they can't forgive themselves for being in that relationship. And it must be their fault because they chose him. They married him in some cases, like I did. But there is hope. After 25 years of being in a relationship like this, I got out. I won my divorce. And I'm trying to find my life again. And you can too. This is a survivorship. This is about survivorship. Remember, you are important. God loves you. And you must forgive yourself and move into your happiness. But it's out there, and you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself.